Anyone can win the league with Mamelodi Sundowns. Even I can pack my bags and go to Mamelodi Sundowns, land in Pretoria, get the tactics and win the league for Mamelodi Sundowns. So the mandate for Mamelodi Sundowns this season is to win the CAF Champions League with the new coach, fire Cardoso, fire the sporting director Flemming Berg, because Flemming Berg. Welcome to another episode of Back Pass Tactics. We build backwards and transition forward because every goal begins with building from the back and passing forward. So today we're going to be talking about Mamelodi Sundowns. Coach Miguel Cardoso, Sundowns expectations for the season, what Coach Rulani once said about Mamelodi Sundowns and why this might be true. Flemming Berg as a sporting director, the dressing room issues at Mamelodi Sundowns, the potential departures at Mamelodi Sundowns, and why these are a bad idea for Mamelodi Sundowns. For the past, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons, when the season begins, we just say, give Mamelodi Sundowns the title before they even play because you know that Sundowns would win the league. But this season, if I'm being honest, I'm a little bit worried about Mamelodi Sundowns. So let me tell you why. I believe Mamelodi Sundowns reached their peak when Pitso was the coach. After Pitso became the coach of Mamelodi Sundowns, it just went downhill from there. Because the last coach to win Mamelodi Sundowns a CAF Champions League was Coach Pitso. After Coach Pitso, we've had so many other coaches for Sundowns and they haven't really won the CAF Champions League since Pitso's days. And this reminds me of what Coach Rulani once said. Coach Rulani once said, empires don't crumble. They dilapidate bit by bit. And this could be what's happening at Mamelodi Sundowns. One of the reasons why this could be happening is because if you look at Mamelodi Sundowns' dressing room right now, there's so many issues. Players like Peter Shaulile are not happy. Lucas Ribeiro might leave Mamelodi Sundowns. Mudau's not happy with his contract situation, allegedly, apparently. And Flemming Berg as a sporting director is also questionable. Because if you look at Sundowns over the years, they haven't been performing well apart from winning the league. They've been struggling to win the CAF Champions League, and every coach's mandate at Mamelodi Sundowns is to win the CAF Champions League. So my question is, why wasn't Coach Miguel Cardoso fired after failing to win the CAF Champions League last season? This is after he was beaten by Pyramids in the final. Because we know all the other coaches like Rulani was apparently fired for not winning the CAF Champions League. So why is Cardoso still the coach at Mamelodi Sundowns if he didn't reach his mandate of winning the CAF Champions League? Because at this point, we can't benchmark Sundowns as a team by winning the league. They've won the league so many times. It's easy for them to win the league. So that's not a realistic expectations for Mamelodi Sundowns. And if I'm being honest right now, even though they won a game, they drew a game, but if I were to bet on a team to win the league this season, I'd probably give Mamelodi Sundowns the league already because I know they'll win the league. But the most important thing right now at Mamelodi Sundowns is not winning the league, is to be a CAF Champions League winner. Mamelodi Sundowns are trying to compete with African teams like Ahly. If you look at Ahly, if a coach does not win a CAF Champions League at Ahly, he is fired. He can even win 4 domestic cups. But if he doesn't win the CAF Champions League for Ahly, that coach is fired and that coach is gone. That's what Sundowns should be doing right now, because Sundowns is no longer competing with Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates. They are competing with teams like Ahly, teams that want to dominate the CAF Champions League. My expectations for Sundowns this season is that if they don't win the CAF Champions League, they should just fire Cardoso and get another coach. If that coach doesn't win the CAF Champions League, they should fire him again. They should get a coach to win them the CAF Champions League. That's the only thing missing after Coach Pitso coached Sundowns. And you can't tell me that your target as a coach for Mamelodi Sundowns is to win the league. I mean, anyone can win the league with Mamelodi Sundowns. Even I can pack my bags and go to Mamelodi Sundowns, land in Pretoria, get the tactics and win the league for Mamelodi Sundowns, because that's not an expectation. Winning the league for Mamelodi Sundowns is a given. It's something that must happen. I'm sure even the players have already received their league bonuses now. They're just playing because of passing time. They have their bonuses. The people making the medals have probably engraved Mamelodi Sundowns as the champions for the league. So the mandate for Mamelodi Sundowns this season is to win the CAF Champions League with the new coach, fire Cardoso, fire the sporting director Flemming Berg, because Flemming Berg hasn't really done much for Sundowns as a sporting director. He's done worse than Pitso. Pitso didn't have a sporting director, but he achieved the CAF Champions League. If you look at Sundowns now, they have a sporting director, they have a Portuguese coach, they have so many assistant coaches, they have a large technical team, strength conditioning coach, fitness trainer, first assistant coach, second assistant coach. I think Sundowns has more coaches than some teams combined. So the question is, who can be the right coach for Mamelodi Sundowns? I think the coach that Mamelodi Sundowns should fetch this season is Marcel Koller. Marcel Koller was coaching Ahly. He won a CAF Champions League for Ahly at some point. Right now, if my memory serves me well, Marcel Koller is unemployed. And Sundowns should hire him because he has experience of winning a CAF Champions League with Ahly. And Sundowns has the money to pay Marcel Koller. They are not like Chiefs and Pirates, which don't have the financial backing of their owners. Mamelodi Sundowns has money. They should just break the bank and hire Marcel Koller as a coach for Sundowns. That's it, folks. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share with family and friends. I'll be right back like Reece James, hopefully not injured and having proper vocal cords.